Oi girls and boys and everything in between, it's Ace Trainer Liam back with another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form or a branched evolution or counterpart Pokemon. We have a look at the differences between those different Pokemon and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a Metronome Battle between the different Pokemon in question just for a little bit of fun. If you're a fan of the Form Fight series and you're ready for more, don't forget to hit the like button to show your appreciation for this series, and of course if you're new, hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. But with all that out of the way, let's look at today's challenges. Today we're going to be looking at the three forms of Charizard, which are Charizard, Mega Charizard X, and Mega Charizard Y. Now, of course, whenever you have a Charizard in your possession, it will always be in its regular form. However, a Charizard holding Charizard X or a Charizard holding Charizard Y will be able to Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X or Mega Charizard Y respectively during a battle for the duration of that battle. But what makes these three forms of Charizard so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokédex, Charizard itself stands at 1.7 meters tall and weighs 90.5 kilograms. Mega Charizard X also stands at 1.7 meters tall and weighs 110.5 kilograms. Mega Charizard Y stands once again at 1.7 meters tall, but this time weighs 100.5 kilograms. They all share a Pokédex entry which states Charizard flies around the sky in search of powerful opponents. It breathes fire of such great heat that it melts anything. However, it never turns its fiery breath on any opponent weaker than itself. Looking at their appearance, they all very much look like fire-breathing dragon Pokemon. However, only one of them is a dragon, but we'll get to that in a little bit. They all are winged reptilian creatures with flames coming out of their tails. Of course, regular Charizard and Mega Charizard Y share more similarities, with Mega Charizard Y basically looking like a more detailed version of the original Charizard, with Mega Charizard X taking on the more blue-grey colour, with its flame on its tail being blue and also blue flames jetting from its mouth. In their shiny forms, regular Charizard turns from orange to a grey colour, Mega Charizard X changes from its grey colour to a more greeny-blue kind of colour, and of course Charizard Y does change to a greyish colour, but it's kind of got hints of a kind of purplish grey to it. And all of these Pokemon's wings on the inside change to a crimson colour. Now let's have a look at the typing, weaknesses and resistances of these three Pokemon forms. Regular Charizard and Mega Charizard Y are both dual type fire and flying type Pokemon, making them weak to rock, water and electric type attacks, with the rock type weakness being a 4 times weakness. They both resist fighting, bug, steel, fire, grass and fairy type moves and are completely immune to ground type attacks. As for Mega Charizard X, it's a dual type fire and dragon type Pokemon, which makes it weak to ground, rock and dragon, this time with no 4 times weaknesses. Its resistances are bug, steel, fire, grass and electric type attacks, and it has no immunities this time. Now let's take a look at the stats and abilities of these Pokemon forms. Regular Charizard is your basic starter Pokemon. It's got great speed and decent special attack and fairly average defenses. Its primary ability is Blaze, which powers up fire-type moves when Charizard's HP falls below a third of maximum. This is a decent ability. I mean, it's the typical starter ability. Starters generally tend to have the whatever type of Pokemon it is moves are powered up when it's in a pinch. Like, that's a very typical starter Pokemon style ability. However, in an actual battle situation, you want to take as little damage as possible. And if you take as little damage as possible, it means you're never going to get to the point where Blaze would actually power up your Charizard. So it's not the ideal competitive ability. Its hidden ability is Solar Power, which powers up Charizard's special attack when harsh sunlight is in effect. However, Charizard does lose 1/8 of its overall HP each turn. So it's very much a double-edged sword. However, any opportunity to increase the firepower of your Charizard should be what you're going for in battle, and ultimately Charizard, especially with its 4 times rock weakness, isn't the most resilient Pokemon you're going to have on your team. So to even think that it would last more than 8 turns is kind of laughable really when it comes to Charizard. Mega Charizard X gets an increase in physical defense, as well as a decent increase to both attack and the special attack stat, evening them out, allowing you to basically, theoretically, build your Mega Charizard X whichever way you want. That is, however, until you consider its ability. Its ability, the only ability it can have of course, is Tough Claws, which increases the power of contact moves used by Mega Charizard X. Now once you see this, you realise I'm not going to want to use a special attacking Mega Charizard X, because what's the point? I can get even more power out of this Pokemon by taking advantage of its ability. Not to mention, this is a Pokemon that has access to great stab moves like Outrage and Flare Blitz, so certainly the physical realm is where Mega Charizard X dominates. And finally, Mega Charizard Y gets an increase to its special defense and also a significant increase to its special attack, making it a special attacking beast machine. It only has access to one ability, and that is Drought, which summons harsh sunlight as soon as Mega Charizard Y enters the battlefield. This, of course, is fantastic for Mega Charizard Y. It increases its staying power by reducing the power of water-type moves by 50%, and it also reduces the accuracy of moves like Hurricane or Thunder, which it's weak to only 50%. On top of that, it increases the power of Mega Charizard Y's fire-type attack, so its Fire Blast just got even more powerful, and it also allows Solar Beam, one of the moves that Charizard can learn, to be used in only one turn instead of having to power up over the course of 2 turns, making this thing a water-type destroyer. I should clarify, that's a destroyer of water types, not a water-type Pokemon. Now it's time for me to decide which of these Charizard forms I prefer, and honestly, I really love Mega Charizard Y. I think it's beautiful. I think it looks like just the quintessential evil looking dragon. I know it's not a dragon, but it just has that beautiful mythological look to it. Whereas I feel like Mega Charizard X looks like a cartoon dragon, and Charizard itself looks like a cartoon kind of dragon creature. Whereas Mega Charizard Y looks like a dragon to me. If I think of a dragon, that's what I think of, that kind of image. And not only is it a beautiful Pokemon, but also I love that it's such a good special attacker, and I love that the combination of its special attack and the moves it can learn and its ability mean that it's actually a threat to the Pokemon that it's normally weak to in the form of water types. Normally, water types would have an advantage over Charizard, but in this situation, Charizard has an advantage over the water types, and that's incredible to me. But of course, it's not just up to me, it's up to you guys to decide which of these 3 forms of Charizard is your favorite. But before you decide, we're going to see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. It's time for the Metronome Battle. As we've done in the past, because there are 3 forms here, what we're going to do is we're going to have the 2 Mega forms fight it out first of all. So we're going to have Mega Charizard X versus Mega Charizard Y. The winners will face regular Charizard, and then we'll see who wins from that. And also just remember, because some people still get whingy in the comments, the Metronome Battles don't matter. The Metronome Battles are just purely for fun. So if someone wins a Metronome Battle, it doesn't mean it's the best Pokemon. It just means it got really lucky and won the Metronome Battle. Like, just don't take it too seriously. Life's short, dude. Before we get into the battle, I will point out these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats, neutral natures, they're not holding any items. These Pokemon all have their hidden abilities, although in the case of the 2 Megas, they only have access to 1 ability, so that's fine. The only advantage or disadvantage these Pokemon have are going to come from their typing and their base stats. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Let's go. Here we go, it's the battle of the big boys, Mega Charizard X versus Mega Charizard Y. As this battle starts up, I realise I've not named these Pokemon Mega X or Mega Y, so it's going to be a little bit complicated, me trying to keep up with which Charizard is dealing which attack to which Charizard, but we see the Drought come into play from the Mega Charizard Y team, so Fire-type moves are going to be powered up, Water-type moves are going to be weaker, things like that. Here comes a low sweep, that's not going to be very effective on the Flying-type Shiny Mega Y, but it still did a decent amount of damage. You know, Mega Charizard X's attack stat is nothing to be scoffed at. Here comes regular Mega Y with a peck. That is going to be a stab move, but of course, Mega Charizard Y is not known for its physical forte. Here's Shiny Mega Y with a stomp onto regular Mega X. Decent hit, a little bit of decent damage there. Everyone's getting decent damage to start off with. Here's a Sticky Web. That seems like a pointless endeavor, actually. Bit of a lame move to use, really, at this stage of the game, especially against flying types. But hey ho, what do I know? Here's regular Mega Y with a Hex. That's going to do a decent amount of damage with that special attack stat. Onto Shiny Mega X. Oh, I'm getting so confused with these X's and Y's. It's going to be fun when we get to the Mewtwo episode. Here's a power-up punch onto regular Mega Y, and that attack stat, which is already a problem when you've got Tough Claws involved, just went up that little bit more. Here is regular Mega X with a Night Slash. Chance of a crit on the Night Slash. Was it? It wasn't. Didn't get lucky with that crit. That could have been a difference maker in this battle. Here's Shiny Mega Y with the Grass Pledge. That's going to be 4 times resisted, so a complete waste of a turn there. What will we see? I don't really know which way this is going to go yet. I think X has the advantage because of Tough Claws. Here's Chip Away from regular X onto Shiny Y, and oh my goodness, Shiny Y is almost down. Here's Psychic from Shiny, oh my god, Shiny Y is gone. Shiny Y is gone. There are 2 Mega X's versus 1 Mega Y. This is not looking good for the Y team. Oh my goodness. Here's Sing, but it's avoided. Tried to give itself a little bit of some kind of advantage there, but it's 2-on-1 at the moment, and it's not looking good for Y. Here's Noble Roar from Mega Charizard Y onto Shiny Mega Charizard X. Gonna drop that attack and the special attack just for good measure, removing the effects of that power-up punch. Here's regular X with an Ice Ball. That is going to be neutral because of flying and fire, but you don't want that thing to get powered up. That will destroy you if that gets powered up over the next few turns. Here's a Rain Dance, going to swap out that Sunlight for the Rain Dance, which of course increases the power of Water-type moves, so it'll just take 1 Water-type move from the X team, and that will take down Mega Charizard Y with complete ease, with the greatest of ease. How will Y respond to this? Goes for Phantom Force. It's going to vanish instantly. That is going to free it from the threat of the Ice Ball, because now the Ice Ball misses, and therefore it's no longer going to occur. Here's Shiny X with Trump Card. Completely avoided, of course. Got to wait for the Phantom Force to take effect. Lucky for the Y team. Lucky for Mega Y. Oh, lucky anyway, because first impression fails on the first turn. Yeah, lucky for Y that both the X's were faster. Goes for Moonguy's Beam, but it's avoided. Here's the Phantom Force on Shiny X. Doesn't do a lot of damage, though. It's not really what Y wanted, but Y's still at a disadvantage at this point. What's Shiny X going to do? Going to go for Psy Wave. That should do a little bit of damage. It has got -1 special attack, though, so it didn't do a great deal. Here comes Y. What will Y do? Goes for Extra Sensory onto regular Charizard X. That did a decent amount of damage. That was quite significant there. Well done. Here comes regular X with a Rock Smash. I mean, it's going to be resisted, but it may lower the defense of this Charizard Y. Will it? There's the defense drop. That's exactly what Y didn't want. But Y is holding its own, though. Give Mega Charizard Y credit. It is holding its own against this team. Here's a Grass Whistle, but it is avoided. No one's falling asleep in this battle. Damn. Here we go. Y coming back with a Sky Attack. That's a 2-turn attack. That is such a risky play. It is a stab move, but it's a 2-turn attack. So you're leaving yourself vulnerable. Here we go. Here comes Shiny Charizard X, I should say, with a Signal Beam. Is going to be quad resisted. Will it get the confusion? It doesn't get the confusion. That's lucky for the Y team. The rain has gone. We can see clearly now. Okay, what's going to happen? Here is regular X with a Poison Powder. Avoided. Very, very lucky for Y there. What is Shiny X going to do? Is it going to take down Y? Goes for Spike Cannon. Oh my word. Oh, only 2 hits though. That was lucky. Here comes that Sky Attack that we saw before. Sky Attack onto Shiny X, and it takes it down. Y has just evened things out. I mean, it's still at a disadvantage HP wise, but it certainly put itself in a great position. Oh my goodness. My word, spikes from regular X, completely wasted turn there, X. Come on, you don't need to waste your time here. Y is clawing things back. What's it going to do? Going to go for Flying Press. That's got to be it, surely. That looked incredible, by the way. It didn't kill it. 22 HP on Mega Charizard X. Oh my goodness, I realised there's no shinies left on the field. That Flying Press was beautiful. Ingrain, what a great idea. So now, each turn, Mega Y is going to restore some HP. Here comes Mega X. What's it going to do? Goes for Lock On. Doesn't want to be missing any moves right now. Wants to guarantee those hits. Oh my goodness. And there's the healing factor of the Ingrain. What's going to happen? Which of these 2 Pokemon is going to go on to face regular Charizard in the next battle? Poison Sting from Mega Y. I'm sure that's not going to be enough. It takes 7 HP off, brings X down to 15 HP. Doesn't even get the poison. That's a shame. Here's Fury Cutter. Again, quad resisted. So it only does a tiny bit of damage. And of course, the Ingrain is going to nullify that damage pretty much from the Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard X, what's it going to fire back with now? It's going to go for Torment. That's amazing. That means Y can use Metronome this turn, but it won't be able to use it next turn. It's going to struggle. Make this turn count, Mega Y. Make this turn count. Goes for Super Fang. It's only going to half that Mega Charizard X's HP. It's down to 8 HP, but Mega Y, you are in a very vulnerable position right now. It's got no moves yet left. It's going to use Struggle. Will it be enough? The Struggle does take down Mega Charizard X, so that is it. Y has won it. Out just at the very last moment when it counted the most, Y beat Mega Charizard X. Clawed it back from being 1 down. it's time for Mega Charizard Y versus the predecessor, the OG, the original Pokemon Red mascot, which is Charizard. Let's see if Mega Y can pull off another shock victory like it did before. There's the drought taking effect with the harsh sunlight. Now remember, these the Charizard have their hidden abilities, so they are going to be taking solar power damage each turn, but their special attack will be higher. Here's a super effective Zing Zap from the get-go. Signature move of Togedemaru, Maru taking shiny Charizard down to half HP. Here's regular Charizard with a Rock Blast. That's another super effective move. Multi-hit as well. 1 hit, 2 hit. Just 2 hits, but my goodness, getting revenge already, knocking regular Mega Charizard Y down to half HP. Water Sport, gonna reduce the power of Fire-type moves. Not really useful in this battle. Probably a wasted turn there. And here comes shiny Mega Charizard Y with a Seed Bomb that is going to be quad resisted, but my goodness, so it does a tiny, tiny bit of damage to regular Charizard there, but oh my goodness, there's the solar power damage. So until this drought disappears in about 4 more turns, they are going to keep taking that damage, which does put Charizard at a little bit of a disadvantage because of its ability. Dragon Hammer coming out from shiny regular Charizard. Oh my goodness, but they've almost taken out one of the Mega Charizard Ys. Here comes Lunar Dance, but it's going to fail. You can't afford to make mistakes in this battle, guys. Here comes shiny Mega Charizard Y with a Shadow Claw. Is that going to be enough to take down... Oh, it's not going to be enough at all to take down regular Charizard. Regular Charizard coming back with Healing Wish, but it failed, unfortunately. There's the solar power damage for both the regular Charizards. It's really not looking good. It's really not looking good, but we always use hidden abilities in these battles. It's not our fault that Charizard's hidden ability hurts it when it's against its Mega Form. There's Misty Terrain, though, coming out. The battlefield is going to be lovely. Lovely and misty for a bit. It looks beautiful. Here's shiny Mega Y with Play Rough, but it's avoided. That was lucky for the Charizard team. Here comes shiny Charizard. Look at that beautiful boy. With Metal Claw, that again is going to be resisted by the Fire type. Almost takes down Mega Y. Almost takes it down. It must be down to like 1 or 2 HP. How will it respond? Goes for a Power Whip. That is quad resisted, but it is a powerful move. Bringing Mega Charizard, shiny regular Charizard, I should say, down into range of the solar power, so it goes down from its own hidden ability. That's such a shame. How is regular Charizard going to claw it back? I have no idea. Here is shiny Mega Charizard with a Rock Blast of its own. That's got to be game. 1 hit and Charizard's down. Mega Y has won this one. There you go. That was incredible. What a performance by Mega Charizard Y. So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon in action on the battlefield, now it's time for you to decide, finally, which of these 3 Charizard forms is your favourite. Is it Charizard, Mega Charizard X, or Mega Charizard Y? Let me know in the comments below and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. Of course, this is the end of another episode of Form Fight. If you've enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so that I know I'm doing something right. And of course, if you're new, hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss one of my videos. If you'd like to support me on Patreon like these guys down here do, there's a link in the description for that. But until next time, I'm Ace Trinilium. Keep on training.